cycling through a good couple of options. It's going to be the Civic.
Man.
Okay.
Azir Sivir. Carry duo. All I'm saying is that it's
a little bit closer to 10 once he clears out this wave, but not having the best of times so far. There's again, we'll stop the base, but Shigenda kind of has free move to do whatever he wants, basically all of the time.
all in from Cassante, looking to turn it around, but the shield is still there. Shigenda's just zooming away. He's a bird again. Nothing Photon can do. Douglas on the way up. Shigenda overstaying is welcome on the top side. Knocked out. Taken down. Quick first blood there for Vitality. Respectable patience there from Photon.
It was all a bait, and Photon just has enough patience to have Douglas come up, and now this should turn into a couple of grubs. Marcoon is here alongside Zoilus, support and jungle of both teams. Seems like Marcoon should get one.
Handshake back, a little bit of extra CC. I don't know if they have enough to lock down Zoelis here, but VTO now moving up. Again, full health. VTO really wanting to find this pick, wanting to find this kill. Shigenda just going to zoom on out of there. Just turns into a ram, but the pullback is clean from Photon. VTO can now follow up. Shigenda should just be dead. Kill donated to the Akali. Vitality already looking a lot cleaner here in week 2.
Yeah, I mean, this was a lot of the same aggression that we saw in the early stages of a lot of Vitality's games. It was the mid game where it really started having his ultimate come back off cooldown. Just makes this too free of a takedown for Vitality. So damage if you end up going towards the lethality build. So I do like that Kazi's done it. It's all out on the top side from Photon.
Ghost trade. Speed up coming through. Q3, where's it going to go? Marcoon, can he find the angle back onto Photon? Photon cancels the ult. He's going to get very tanky, but he walks right into the bush. Will they just be able to burn him down? The pullback there. Douglas trying to keep his top laner alive, but it is not enough. He needs to get the hell out. You're going to try to body block as much as possible. It's the right call. It's the right call.
Okay,
He walks over for a handshake, and now they're going to try to turn this one. Big damage goes on to Carzzy, now trying to turn it back. Carzzy lives for a little bit of time. They're buying a bit more. They cannot find the kill. He will drop. Bailout, not enough. So Lee's getting taken in by VTO. VTO now looking to follow up. Comp is dead as well. 2 quick kills for the Akali. Oh, the Xerath last week was rough, but back onto Comfort, and VTO is popping off. Chunky wall, though. He's going to have to be careful. Carzzy now in trouble. Can't flash out to safety. Ulti only going to hit the Vi. Marcoon now behind him. Easy pickings here in the mid lane. Solid opportunity. Big punish.
Answer in the mid lane or have Comp come up to the top side with some wave clear. It looks like it will just stay in the mid lane for now, or maybe even.
It just hasn't been the same. So
no,
understand the champions.
He hasn't. But yeah, Akali snowballing and VTO so proficient on that to work, so you can at the very least get a tower. I mean, they are still hanging around up here.
Are they going to commit? Ultimate's still available. Photon can still go all out, but I think he just backs away here. Ulti coming in for Rakan. Smite going through, pulling the Rakan back now. Q1, unstoppable still. Going to try to dash into safety. Q3 for the pullback. Hylissang waiting over the wall. Photon will drop. They have see on the minimap at the bottom of your screen.
Okay, so they will at the very least cross map with the tower, but with so much invested, it does feel, again, a bit bad. It's tough. And now they're on soul point, so
now you have to fight.
Now you have to fight.
The bell, I mean, bell's been rung. Fight's been scheduled.
5 minutes. A screen away from Comp, like he is right now. You just have to be worried.
The engage, interrupt now coming in under VTO. VTO can't just try to dash through. Will retreat to the safety of his team. Shigenda going to go for the stun here, but the tower is already down. Team now looking to follow up. Douglas stepping forward. Q3 from Photon into the mid lane. Rogue ready for the 5v5. VTO off to the side. Shigenda has spotted him. Rogue have spotted him. Hostile takeover hitting a few. They're just focusing on the objective. They just want to burn this one down. Marcoon pulled out of the pit, and it should just be Chemtech's soul for the side.
Onto Shigenda, it wouldn't have been too bad to look for an attempt. But Rogue can just sit here happily.
Flash forward, stun, looking to lock down Shigenda. VTO spotting on the side, trying to keep eyes on Comp. Dash backwards, Charm is there, but VTO already in the shroud. Comp's going to be in trouble here. Marcoon trying to body block, but in he goes! Golden in the backline is VTO. Eyes on that Akali. The devastation she can wreak is legendary, but Photon, the one to find the kill. Vitality now following up. Rogue looking a bit scattered here. I think you just concede the tier 2. With flash over the wall, Hylissang now coming in. No one going to get hit by the hostile takeover, but the handshake is there. Larson now going to get pulled back and cut down in an instant.
Is this the game?
Comp now running. VTO found another. Marcoon will get dropped as well. It's a double for the Akali. They've got the buff. They've got the Void Mites. Vitality might just end it here.
At the drop of a hat, it felt like Vitality find their engage in the mid lane. They've got a wave, and it's as simple as that. Rogue,
There you
it
go.
felt like.
Tying it up, 1-3. One of the League of Legends games of all time. There can be no doubt.
Or you go for something, I mean, like the Niski Gragas. That's a classic. Yeah, that's a true and tried. I mean, they have a lot of backline damage if they land everything, but in a world where Heretics actually block.
And yeah, pretty impossible to get through that shield, at least in shorter trades.
Oh, that was close.
Grab some buffs here.
Wave in and not cost him too much as Exekick and DOS were coming out from a reset, so DOS just helping out his mid lane.
Knock up there, knock back, knocks him away from the tower, burning, ticking, first blood!
Just a bit disrespectful from Perkz, wasn't expecting the dive in, and pays for it with his life. A whole bunch of CC, great cast from Niski. And knock up as well.
No flashes burned
Yeah,
by anyone.
and that's how you know.
He had all the information he needed to know that that kill was coming, but you know, just did not respect the execution.
You know, no harm, no foul. Loses flash. We'll see if they can actually punish it. I feel like Niski's going to be able to just clear away the wave for the most part.
Goes down. Wonder going to sidestep. Now here comes the Nocturne, and this time Udyr is out of health.
Very easy as Jankos.
Could be in trouble. Isma's got no mana.
Yeah.
There is no reason for him to be here. He's just offering up a double kill if he sticks around. Shennis ulti is going to connect, shield there, extra assist going in for the bottom side of the map, and Team Heretics managed to punish.
Out of their positioning pretty much perfectly because the dive is really easy to execute. Speaking of
Relevant
easy to
may have
execute,
overstayed. That's the package on top side of Relevant. We'll just drop here. Kill going to be given over to Perkz. Takes his sweet time there. Gatling to even things up, but Wonder in the area means he will not get the opportunity. Drake won't even really be contested. Isma able to take that one down. Traded for a tower here as Relevant is uncontested on the top side.
seems to be the case. They won't even drop the Herald. Just going to go for a reset. So happy with their victory of the Herald in the tower.
And now the Seraphine shielding and sustain starts to come into play as Exekick forced to back away, package to the backside. Exekick still standing, that's going to be big. Blue wall hitting onto 2. Is it going to be enough damage? Exekick continuing to free fire. Jankos leaping in, should just try to take down the Xin. So many blinking health bars on the side of SK. Kaiser stepping in, finding the kill on the Senna, and now Jankos looking to follow up. Wind becomes lightning, already connecting on Isma. Meanwhile, Team Heretics
find a place to use the cask, so Team Heretics get a very, very free fight. Diving through the choke, and they'll get this dragon, so there's the Baron. I think once Perkz hits 2 item, that's when we'll try and see a bit of pressure. Ooh, cast doesn't find the direction. Does find the targets though. A little bit unlucky on Niski's part.
Relevant will break down bot side towers. Perkz is able to push in the waves top side. Big credit to Team 82 CS, 1.2k gold lead over the Recon, almost 2 items completed. But there is the ulti, knock-up coming through, but immediately no fall. The play has already gone bad. There's an Udyr in the midst of the entire SK lineup. Finally, the equalizer goes down, but there's no follow-up. There's no room to respond. Team Heretics slaughtering them. The Aphelios Assault does nothing in the face of the Xin. Oh, knock back under the tower. Maybe they can get one back in return. Execute terrible guns for the follow-up, and Team Heretics.
This will be a Baron for Team Heretics.
Yeah, it's coming into this week. SK, of course, uncontested in first place, but Team Heretics looking to tie it up. Confidence on the double support item strategy. Perkz aggressive on the run.
To do.
Isma walking up to fear, but is just going to have to back off. Perkz off to the side. Can go unstoppable. Exekick forced to flash away. Maybe they can try to turn this one back. Perkz has been caught out. Big shutdown. Going to slow down the Baron. Team Heretics forced to back away for a brief moment, but they can't just set their sights on the Infernal. I still don't know if SK can win this.
It's a bit tricky. I mean, Perkz is practically all of their damage, so Heretics, they can just be a little bit patient here. Hold off SK. Or they can go in.
Knockup not going to come through. Wonder just going to wander forward here. Try to lock up Niski. Wind becomes lightning. Niski makes it over the wall. Follow-up is there, however. Charmed now by the Seraphine ultimate. Another member down. Dosh is going to lay down a little bit of vision. Pull the Drake a bit. Isma clearing midway, but this should just be another Drake for the side of Team Heretics.
2 Infernals to the good of Team Heretics. Feels pretty good when you consider that it is kind of
be a pretty cost-effective buy in terms of what it could get you. It's just a 2,600 gold, pretty expensive at this point. Isma caught out, and it's just going to die here. Jamon, I think this game is over. I think that SK are dead men walking. This is an impossible comp to break as Udir's just going to wander forward. Perk's now following up.
It doesn't feel like SK have an answer. It felt like they had to try and find those engages 10 minutes ago. They weren't able to, and now it's just
dead.
Getting run over across the map.
There's no dragon on the map, but in the meantime, Team Heretics are just going to break down some of these towers.
I feel like so much of this game is just in Team Heretics' hands.
Back there, Exakick already dead. Perks off to the side, untouched. DOS knocked down. Wonder just going to walk forward and tank this tower. Look at those shields, folks.
What can you do? I feel like the answer is just nothing.
Damn. I feel like they won the split already. They got so many shields. Team Heretics. They're an unstoppable death ball. Captained by a...
It's not feeling pretty good. DOS...
Giga-doomed.
DOS was searching for a flank, I think.
And credit to DOS. This is kind of what you have to do. You have to look for these avenues. You have to look for these angles. But at this point, he is a lamb to the slaughter. That slow is a massive. All right. Going on a walkabout. Can get infernal move speed.
Okay.
He's on a journey. He's playing his own mini game. It's like Pac-Man, but he will just yeah, okay. He's gonna die in the end. It's exactly like Pac-Man. But instead, he's gonna make it out until he sees Udir come around the corner. Oop, Udir found him. He was shopping. He had no cooldowns. He will drop. Wonder is now known. You have to understand, the League of Legends player base are wizards. No matter what the design team does, they will ruin the game. They will find a way.
Well, DOS has no health or flash.
Wonder now backing off. Exakick is dead already. Equalizer does nothing. Yanko's following up. Wind becomes lightning. My favorite ability to say today as a double kill goes through for Team Heretics. And yeah, get excited. They've already won. They're taking their time with it. They can get Baron. They still have to be disciplined. They can't overstep. They can make mistakes. But after last week's performance, they want to clean it up, you know?
Yeah.
Tie up SK. 3-1. Yeah, but this is the thing. I don't think the balance team appreciates. There is no one more desperate to find a way to break the game than a hard-stuck player looking to look at anything other than his own performance is the reason.
That's true. For a while.
Yeah, that about sums it up. Here comes Wonder. Not gonna find anything else. It's 10K gold lead. It is 3 dragons. It is 13-3. Perks dealt 4K damage leaping out of the fight.
All right, SK. What do you have for us at your 10K gold deficit? Because we know what Heretics can do. Or is it just going to be, it's not a slow bleed, it's a very quick one.
Isma tries to strike fear into their hearts. They are not afraid at all. They're doing tons of damage. SK getting slaughtered in their own base. Cannon Creep not stepping forward, though. Have they potentially overstepped? The answer is no. They are actually unkillable. Are you kidding me? There are 2 towers standing. Team Heretics don't care. Team Heretics coming in, tying up SK 3-1.
They will join SK at the top of the table. And Team Heretics are our first team to...
The 2 players that were sad
Oh my god, it's the Gwen last pick!
It's the Gwen last pick.
Oh, it is the Gwen last pick.
Can you do someone else about the
So
draft pick?
apparently Mervin is a Gwen OTP.
Yeah, we might see another one of those skirmishes as MDK look to react to this push by G2. Flash forward by Alvaro, flash away by Mickey, but the Spectral Maw, the heal for the movement speed. Spectral Maw stun going down as well as Mickey falls low, 100 HP on him. He will fall first, the bailout available for Elioya, but he doesn't even need it as they chase onto Hans Summer. Still overall a lead for MDK early in this game, about 1,000 gold ahead. Some of that as well on Mervin in the top lane, who is out farming his lane opponent. You can see Broken Blade just trying to trade in, but Gwen always known as a good pick into the Cassante. A little bit more difficult when Yike is here to help though. Mervin, no flash, remember, and will be taken down. G2 finally onto the push that came out in the bottom wave. Alvaro has to move from top side to bot side to make sure he's there to protect his AD carry. G2 will have a small window. See, Mickey and Hansama would be the first ones to react. Both have the level 6. Elioya's going very hard for this. The blast cone available, but the cease and desist into the grasping roots will knock him out. Yike still trading in. Frescawi moving from the mid lane. Elioya will fall, but the bailout will bring him back, and now MDK can start to open up. Hansama caught out once again as he will go out. And now Mickey trying to escape. Only has the flash. Good grasping roots, but will it be enough? Elioya chasing in, and his 3 quick kills over to MDK.
And try and set this up as easily as it would like, even getting out of the grasping or the ultimate. And okay.
25 seconds time.
I think this is so cool to see though from MDK is actually Mickey's going to get caught here as well now.
Mickey has flash. Super has the arrow flashed away. Hansama dodges to the other side. Hostile takeover coming in. That's going to hit Hansama, who will chip away at Mickey. Yike going in onto Super, who will fall even through the bailout. Frescawi on his way, but remember,
Try and go for some sort of play on the bottom side where we've already pushed Caps back and got him low, but Yike kind of reads it, gets into a position where he's decent. But now MDK picking up this top side once more, at least getting some of these void grubs for themselves. Broken bait
will be able to take the Drake because of that force in the bottom lane. So now MDK looking down the barrel of 2 Drakes. Will be a side of the map. And you see the lead they've started to develop. It's been relatively even in terms of kills, in terms of CS. You know, a 15 CS lead isn't that. Now it's become a certainty in the mid lane. Elioya will ride the Herald, charge it straight into the tower. The hostile takeover hits onto Hansama. There's the arrow as well. No cleanse on him. Spectral Maw for the stun. The CC chain from MDK is enough, and the tower falls to the power of the Mighty Mites. The Riptide now going to charge in once again. Super will get chucked out of it, get a shield as well, and more mites come in. The more grubs you've collected, the more mites come out of that charge. And it does actually, I was talking about this with a team yesterday, it does the same amount of damage whether you ride it or not, but that's quite a lot of damage going out onto Frescawi, but he gets a shield. The bailout enough to help him out. And MDK get another kill as G2 look for the engage. They might even get another tower out of this. MDK accelerates Elioya. But I totally agree with you. It can feel like you're trying to make too many plays at once or just trying to make a play when you don't actually need to. Broken Blade trading with Mervin here in the top side as the Ike comes across. The all-out pulls Mervin back. And remember, still no flash on that Gwen. She might be immune, but that immunity falls off relatively quickly. Mickey stunned up by Elioya. Spectral Maw coming out, and Mickey should fall. Hit flashes the Heartbreaker in the opposite direction. Alvaro, though, with a nice handshake, pulls him back to his demise. A deal with the devil there for Mickey. And now perhaps a mid-push coming out from MDK. They've got the wave in. They'll look towards bot tier 1, bot tier 2, perhaps instead just a reset as Frescawi will be able to take at least the tier 1.
And I think what we're going to see is, look, G2 say, hey, we're going to just leave Hansama in mid lane, try and get the push here for
upside. Gives up the pressure that they could exert. Great teams obviously will be able to make more than one play as we see G2 trying to make a play up towards the top lane. Mervin falls once again. Even though
on
he's
the bot side and they got control on top, Mad Lions have to answer on the side lanes and they can't really contest for the Dragon. So G2 just outplaying on the map at the moment.
Yeah, they really are. I want to farm up all the gold again, so I think it might be 240 gold you spend on it, I think. But it's not a large investment as Merwin is shuffled back here. Yike looking for the damage. Merwin going to try and dash across the wall, but he doesn't have time. The Baron as they step around the corner. 6,000 HP on it. TP behind as Frescawi looks for a flank position. MDK might just be calling for the fight after the Baron has fallen. Frescawi gets the 3-man knockup, but the rest of the team aren't close enough to close in. Hansama will fall first. Frescawi has to pop the stopwatch, but immediately goes pop afterwards, and now Caps is sliding forward and gliding forward. Elioya falls. The bailout brings him back for a second, but it's not enough before he's shut out of the fight. G2 ace MDK around the Baron.
The team fight from G2 is just too strong. Frescawi thought he saw the play in his eyes, but no one there to follow. G2 capitalized, and just like that, again, G2 managed to swing back from an early game deficit. More excited.
All of his serotonin, reuptake synapses, they're just done, man.
Well, yeah.
There's no endorphins in his brain. There's no neurotransmitters left. That's 1 years of casting G2, playing. Coaching. Wow.
It's a tough day for you.
All of the neurotransmitters have gone out of my brain as well. We'll try and snip him. The Caps can just wait this out. Merwin doesn't really have many ways out apart from the dash. The arrow's going to land onto Mickey, puts down the grasping roots. Merwin losing to Caps, as we said, as Caps will take the kill. Hansama getting caught, though, and locked out by MDK. MDK able to make a play on Medjais. And as we know, as soon as you buy the Medjais, you're going to start dying. So, unfortunate G2 fans. MDK are going to be 3-1 after this little battle.
I mean, this is looking good for G2, though. Look at where Caps is pushing Merwin out. So Merwin doesn't really have a good TP ward. He has to kind of come into the face of G2 if he wants to do anything. And Caps is just able to roam down. So G2 abusing that fact at the moment to set themselves up nicely here.
MDK really need those flank positions as well, and you can see the sides awarded. Mickey gating off Merwin from the top side. Frescowi on a ward. G2 will just wait it out. Cease and desist. Cabs jumps across. They decide who their target is. Frescowi the first one. Elioya trying to get onto Cabs. He dodges away with a Heartbreaker. Perfectly played there by Elioya. The root going down onto Yike as well as Elioya tries to trade back in. Yike trying to get back into the pit, but he can't get there in time as Super takes the Drake, and this is a great fight for MDK. The lockdown on Cabs, and Merwin shutting. G2 here. Merwin catching mid.
You have a lot of poke here, but there's the all-in from Breeby.
Breeby looking for it. Hasn't used that ultimate as of yet. 6,000 HP on the Baron. Broken Blade dances back. Elioya low. 3,000 now on the Baron as Merwin goes forward. Hostile takeover only hits onto BB. That's not really the target you want. Frescowi goes in, only hits onto BB. It's still not the target you want as the Baron falls to G2. Hansama flashing away. Cabs trading down towards the bottom side as he finds an answering kill. Mickey's already fallen, but G2 now start to collapse. Elioya caught out. Nothing he can do, the last man standing, but G2 wipe away MDK.
The patience from G2 paying off dividends there. They know, hey look, we've got Zyra poke, Hansama poke, Caps outranges so many members of MDK. As long as we can continue to play this slow, we can whittle them down bit by bit and force MDK to go all out. And G2 are more than happy to welcome them into their waiting arms.
That's just going to be the game. G2 should be able to get through these towers like a hot knife through butter. MDK put up a really good fight in the early game. They had the advantage, but G2's ability just to play around the map was a little bit too much today. G2 will meet SK at the top of the scores at 3-1.
Same day. Work well here where it's just like, hey, I'm going to be that ball delivery system. Rel perfectly set up for that as well. So I actually think Fnatic, as kind of BB was already alluding to, it did a really good job in the draft of just kind of pinching what BDS had options to go for.
Good hawk shot from Ice did spot out the fact that Jun and Razork were waiting here. Trying to stop LeBron from stepping in. They'll land the stun, they'll land the knockup, crash down. Razork flashing forward. LeBron very low on HP. Will be taken out. Just get the hook back into a three-man shuffle. Sheo on his way with the cease and desist. And now Razork's tanking the tower second. BDS get 2 out of a Fnatic play.
That was nasty from...
You know, 4 CS up.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of times where these kind of things happen, so you basically just focus on yourself. It's like, there's not a lot of attention from both junglers, really. Maybe in the early game, right, from both sides. But, I mean, I think it's the same as before when you really kill someone 1v1. Today I got killed 1v1, which felt a little bad, a little embarrassing for me. Oh, this is all in here happening.
Ragnarok coming out. Oscar Minion doesn't really have anywhere to go. Does still have the Ghost, but Adam with the Undertow will land it. It's the power of Olaf.
See, it's not just you, BB. It's okay.
It's not just me. Thank you, Oscar Minion. Thank you, Oscar Minion. Thank you very much.
Solo killed Anonymous.
That makes me feel a little better. No, but honestly, very well played by Adam, staying in the bush, all-inning, knowing he has the flash if he would escape. I think very well played, shows his experience on the champion. If I'm Fnatic, I'm scared right now.
Yeah, I think BDS doing a...
Thank you very much for having me, guys. Broken Blade is signing out.
Anything you want to leak quickly before you go?
No.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Broken Blade.
Thank you.
Oscar is going to get locked down here under the tower, and BDS are playing through that dulcet tone stacker. Yeah. Ice is dead. If he survives this, he's got ice in his veins along with his name. Flashes away, but there's the lockdown. Razork will take the kill.
Yeah, he kind of just melted. I don't know, was it down Sunder Sky? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Flash in from Jun in the mid lane. Nuke caught out, puts the Emperor's Divide down, but the damage from the Yumi. BDS give up the Ghost on the Dragon.
Yeah, I think that's a smart call. Like,
and they're going to amass a Might army as well. Look at the power of this army as Sheo and BDS push in. Might look for the second charge. In fact, takes it down towards the bottom lane. We'll just continue to push in down there. Adds that little bit of extra pressure. The tower will fall to the combined might of the minions. Sheo still charging as the arrow comes down towards this bottom side. Humanoid will be able to dodge it, but Sheo will lock him up with the cease and desist, and Humanoid is battered into the wall and battered to an early
At the moment, Labrov nearly getting the flash play, but they've been doing a really good job of actually playing at the map and playing better. Here we go.
Where are you going, mate? Adam just flashing in with the Ragnarok, chasing in, and he is CC immune. Adam takes out Noah, now this tower as well might be next on the menu. Crescent Guard coming out from Razork, the tank from Labrov, he'll go down. Jun doing a good job of getting that kill, but Ice is going to join the party. Jun left to the Wolves underneath the turret. BDS will get 2 out of it. They'll lose a tower in the top lane, but they could continue to push in if they so desire. Don't really have a minion wave to do so.
Get into a position where Rabadon's death cap nearly completed for Nuke. the Ice and Labrov can kind of look for picks. I mean, even here on Razork, you could get one.
Razork should be able to get to the blast cone. Adam, though, flanking him. Razork could flash back over the wall here as soon as he sees Adam. He does that. Labrov was channeling the Hex Flash. Humanoid here to try and help out his jungler. But Ice comes in from the side. Razork still no flash. A good hook from Labrov. Even with the shockwave pulling him back, only helping bring Razork into the waiting arms of BDS. There's the arrow as well as Humanoid's now locked up. He'll have to burn the flash. Jun trying to get it from the side. Adam doesn't have the Ragnarok way away. Oscarinin could look for the E2. Charges forward once again. There is the bird form, the phoenix form. As Oscarinin now under the tower realizes, ooh, not really a trade I want to take any further. The rest of Fnatic on their way though. Nuke still has the flash. Doesn't have the dash to get away, but flashes into the Emperor's Divide. Tries to put the damage down before he falls. Adam joining in, has that Ragnarok back available, but no Ghost. BDS trying to collapse as the Sun Disc still helps out BDS by clearing out the minions. Jun gonna sacrifice himself for the good of his team, and Sheo and Labrov will dash across the wall. Now Adam can push this wave in. Razork spots them out with a Scryer's Bloom. Oscarinin trying to run away. Humanoid trying to get his recall up. The Chain of Corruption lands onto Sheo, and now he's a bit isolated from the rest of BDS. Humanoid stopped his back. Razork pushing in mid. Sheo lands the flash Q this time. Double E, but the hook's not going to get you away as Oscarinin falls to Ice. All the while, Razork was pushing out mid, but once again...
Get that DPS out, right? Because you look at Oscarinin, the one thing he doesn't want to deal with is a bunch of slows, and that's what Ice...
A relatively easy week one with Vitality Giant X. The hook's going to go down here. Blue buff given to the entire team as Jun flashes forward, looking for the knock-up. The root's going to land on Sheo as well, as he will be shot out. Love to spam the spells on Udo as Sheo is behind enemy lines, and Jun is here to collapse. Labrov realizes, like, okay, mate. Second time in a row we've seen Sheo fall. This one more hits. Teleport on Oscarinin either, so he's joined up with Fnatic. It's a 5v5 in the mid lane right now. Shockwave on Razork, but he falls short. The hook landing as well as Humanoid's brought back into the midst of BDS. Ice starting to put the damage down. It's all nuke so far. There's the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Lands only onto Jun. Razork trying to get in, but he's just trying to get out. In fact, as Nuke will take him out. Jun here puts down the Magna Storm, but BDS find 3. Fnatic, they saw the flash, wind becomes lightning into shockwave combination, but they couldn't quite land it. You see the damage that Nuke is starting to put down, and that was before the Void Staff was complete. We'll see if he has completed it. Not quite yet, blasting one Lightning Jewel.
Nice little combo there from Labrov and Sheo, though. The Smite coming down to get rid of the Banshees, or not the Banshees fail, the Edge of Night fail, and Labrov then looking for the hook. Let's see if you can try and fish for someone here as they, again, start to move up. This is so hard for Fnatic.
There's the arrow. Lands onto Jun. Sheo going onto the back line as well. Might be an overstep from BDS already, though. Oscarinin has fallen. Sheo able to get out the Magna Sword from Jun. Can Fnatic follow up? A great shockwave lands on 3, but they just don't have the damage as Adam starts to run rampant through the Fnatic back lines. Adam gets 2. The tower as well, a possibility. Instead, they turn their eyes to mid. Nuke will get bot lane inhibitor, and BDS will take the fight. They could look for more. 20 seconds still on Jun. Are they just going to walk these minions in for the win?
Especially when you've got the Void Mites as well. There's no
hook. Noah! He's on a bouncy castle, and it's not a fun party to attend. BDS will take down the Nexus towers, and in convincing fashion, demolish Fnatic and join up with SK and G2 at the top of the table. Jun tries to escape, but there's no escape from BDS today. 3-1 in week 2.
Impressive stuff from BDS.
Yeah, Analyst Sante was taken away, and that means, oh, Odawamne, you've played one other champion this year. It's the Aatrox. Obviously does benefit a lot from the sustain and the healing that a Seraphine and a Senna can provide. But it's very much a kite.
Perfect for Giant X.
And especially getting early Ocean Drake as well is only going to help them out.
God, thank God it's not Ocean Soul. No. Karmine Corp, just you might as well as FF to that stage. It's like, no.
You can see both teams just willing to farm up towards those level 6s.
Karmine Corp to say, hey, look, we know we need to do these quick if we want to be able to try and contest Dragon. And you want to do it before a lot of these first items come through from Giant X, because that's when you're really going to start to see them ramp out of control.
Giant X might take the fight, though. They have TP. Cabochard is back up now. Was off cooldown for a second, but already 5 Void Grubs over to Karmine Corp, so they will be getting those Void Mites. Can look for more here. Peach smites.
Started, but again, Giant X just poking their heads in, and you don't really have an area to try and reset out of. Karmine Corp have to get over the wall.
Peach jumps onto Seiken. There's the Emperor's Divide. Crescent Guard used as well. Might just be a smite fight as they dash into the backline. Upset going in with the Killer Instinct as well, and Cabochard's hit first. Karmine Corp secure the Dragon. Jackie's trying to dash out. Odo on his way as well as his bow has fallen. Cabochard doing a lot of work here on the backline. He all outs the wrong player as he pulls out Peach. But already, Jackie's has gone down. Peach flashes the wall. Cabochard doing everything he can. And Odo's finally joined the party. He's looking for a bit of a Barney in this bot side river. It flashes towards Seiken, but Seiken flashes away the Q3.
Dragons, although Karmine Corp, I think you kind of need to make up your mind what you're doing, and it's not a good idea to try and commit to this.
I mean, at least they're getting top tier 1, so they are getting something out of this. I think they will accept that they shouldn't go for this. The Rift Herald now placed. They are looking for mid lane. It is Dream Maker, by the way, for Patrick. Didn't go Celestial opposition, instead deciding he just wants to buff up his teammates, giving them extra damage and giving them some shieldings. The quickness goes in, only lands on Peach. The charm continues, though, as Cabochard has TP'd into the bottom lane. The charm's going to go down as Ignar runs towards the bottom side of the fight. Absolute darkness as Patrick locked up. Upset gets 1, and this is a great fight for Karmine Corp. They've taken out 2, now it's a 4v3. Jackie's dives back in onto the backline, onto Upset, but do they have the damage to take out Targamas? They will. Giant X get 1 in response, and it's another as both balls. Now Cabochard and Upset having to find a way back to safety. Odoamne continues to trade in. I don't really think Giant X want any more of this pie. And they're looking for another piece as Upset almost takes out Jackie. The flash away will get him to safety. Peach dives back forward. Upset gets isolated.
Stop
damage.
it! Stop it!
Yeah, just stop
Let them go!
Just stop fighting, just run away, and Topo from Cabochard won't be in. Marlon just with his hand on his head. You can see the damage that Upset did in that fight. The power of an AD carry, but matched by the power of Jackie's and Peach. Seiken didn't really have an opportunity to join the battle. 2 items now on Upset, though. The Ginsu's Rage Blade complete for him. And with Ignar only just cresting over 70 sacks, or 68 right now, you can see it on his portrait. He's not really in that super powerful center position. Center will be outputting a lot of the damage in this games. Obviously, Akali the main threat for Giant X now with 3 kills, but...
It's interesting to see Targamas trying to match something.
Too cold, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
It was fine.
It was fierce mild.
Fierce mild, man, as Bo hit, collapsed on. Karmine Corp find a little bit wanting as Bo dives in with the cease and desist, but Ignar should have the damage to take him out. Now Odoamne is on the chase with the World Ender. Dash away from Seiken, dash in by Cabochard to try and distract Giant X, but the chase continues. Jackie going in, the stopwatch to stop the Emperor's Divide. Upset coming in from the side as well, but Cabochard now rooted up with the last embrace as Giant X continue just to slow and to be a thorn in the side of Karmine Corp. Another kill over to Jackie's. He's on a killing and just leave Peach to take the Drake, and then can push through mid. Upset and Cabochard trying to match. One of the weaknesses of Giant X's composition. Corp want a little bit more of this Baron, though, as Odoamne dives in, as does Peach. The smite so early as Peach takes it. The smite was in last week, how early it was, as Karmine Corp now have to run away. Bo taken out, the Baron taken under their noses. Seiken may be taken out of the fight as well as he tries to flash away, but the Infernal Chains will pull him back. Cabochard tries to act as a blocker, but all he can do is block with his life. Giant X clean. Unable to get into the fight. It's so hard for him to approach unless they play that front to back, but even in a front to back, you're now looking at Seraph's Moonstone's Seeker's Arm Guard, the charm once again, and once again it's Karmine Corp getting caught out, overstepping the Crescent Guard out as Bo tries to escape. Odoamne lands the knockup onto Targamas. Bo down once again. Giant X continue to poke and to prod and to be a nuisance for Karmine Corp. That nuisance is turning into a hell of a problem. Baroned up minions in the mid lane, in the bot lane. We said Giant X couldn't take towers that easily, where when you have Baron and the enemy's in a 4v5 situation, it becomes a darn sight easier, Dacta.
Yeah, now
Targets with it.
I love this from Odo. He's just hiding outside of vision. So then if Karmine Corp try to go, which they were looking, you can see Targamas was eyeing it up. He's going to be able to there to support his team, but not going to be the case. They're just going to back away, and Ignar chasing down.
Now for Cabochard, but no one's going to be autoing him. They don't really care about the Cassante. Peach now stepping into the midst of Karmine Corp. Targamas look for something, and he has to dash out. A battle dance away. The charm on Corp lands, and Bo's locked up. Jackie's goes unstoppable. The sweep back with the Emperor's Divide and a Dawning Shadow. Perhaps the shadow starting to fall over Karmine Corp as Jackie's finds another. Targamas goes in. Peach is just face checking. Where's the rest of Karmine Corp? There's a couple of people here.
Try and spread the map, because this is what happens if you don't.
And Jackie's does have flash. Since assist goes down, he puts out the Twilight Shroud. Good stopwatch to dodge away from the Emperor's Divide. Jackie still dancing around, though. The shutdown now to Seiken. Can Giant X push in the bot lane? There's no TP on Bo, obviously. Seiken has one, but he's not going to respond. It will be an inhibitor for a shutdown. Giant X is yet to get that third item, though. Still only sitting on the Rabadons and the Umbral, and it's an Elder fight. Odoamne looking for the flank. Cabochard and Karmine Corp in the river right now. Targamas has that quickness, has the flash, can look for the engage. Elder down to 12,000. Jackie's and Ignar going round for the flank, but they'll be spotted. on that far side alteration ward. Targamas going to try and body block here. The Crescent Guard out from Peaches. He flashes forward. Dawning Shadow out as well. Jackie's with a stopwatch. Bo trying to get away. Seiken doing the same. Kabashar dashing back, but Seiken's already down. Bo's going to fall as well. And Upset has not had any impact in this fight at all. His front line has been destroyed, dismantled in front of his very eyes, and Giant X are looking to chase him down for the kill and for the win. They even TP behind him. Could have looked for the base, but instead they want the ace. Now the TPs rain down as Giant X look to force Carmine Core to 0-4.
It will be a 0-4 start for the French team. For Giant X, a big win for them and a confident win as they be able to pick up another one in the W column for Giant X.
They took the L out of their name. Now they're just Giant W as they take down Carmine Core.
An incredibly potent combo.